Well, hello and welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday, March 7th, and we're going to go over our weekly highlights, which is Take the Blue Dot Challenge. I followed the Blue Dot Challenge this past week, and I'm happy to report that I did have a loss. I had a really good loss. I was hoping to lose 1.6, and I ended up losing 4.6 pounds. Which brings my total to 85.6, and I'm in the teens now to 18.6. I've left the 20s behind, and I am so proud of myself. I really am. I have set myself up this year to lose a pound a week. So far, I'm right on track with that. Actually, I'm a little bit better than that so far with this great loss that I have today. And I decided that I was going to go in 5-pound increments. So I wanted to lose like 75, 80, 85. Now I've hit my 85 now. I'm working my way till 90. So I'm going to reward myself. And I'm also going to tie into one of the topics I was talking about this week was just not waiting to get different sizes. Don't wait till you're in that perfect size. So one of my rewards that I bought myself today, because I'm not going to reward myself with food, I bought this sweatshirt. And it's an extra large. If you've been watching my videos, I've been getting a lot of people saying, Sandy, get rid of those sweatshirts, because the sweatshirts from last winter were like a 2X, 3X. This is an extra large. I was so happy. But you know, I had to take it a step further because I'm just really on my way to getting to my 100 pounds. I'm trying to get to 100 pounds before Easter. It's going to be close. I'm going to try. But I also bought myself some new walking shoes. Aren't they cute? So I bought some new walking shoes because I've been walking 2 miles a day and I'm trying to stay on track with that. But anyway, our quote for today is, a challenge only becomes an obstacle when you bow to it. We can all take a challenge every once in a while. I took my challenge this week and I really lived up to it, and I lost my weight, and so I'm really happy about that. Well, let's go over the card a little bit. It said, take the Blue Dot Challenge. Nobody eats the exact same thing every day. Some days you might be over your Smart Points budget, other days under. Either way, it's okay. The healthy eating zone takes your daily budget and adds a little bit of wiggle room in both directions. Proof that you don't have to be perfect to stay on track. Every day you're in the zone, you'll get a blue dot on the My Day screen in your WW app. I record on my phone, otherwise I'd show you, but here's the phone. And like up here on the top, you can see that the blue dots are going there. This goes for every day of the week. Whatever day your week starts, that's when it'll start. Mine starts on Saturday, so Saturday's listed first on my phone. And then if I am within, you can go, if you're on the green plan to get a blue dot. On the green plan, you have to be 10 under or 8 over. The blue plan is 13 under or 8 over. And the purple plan is 11 points under and 8 points over. And what happens if you go over, like I get 23 points a day, and let's say I do go over my 8, which is 31. What they'll do is they'll take the 8 points from my 42 weeklies, and so then that'll bring my weeklies down from 42 to 34. I'm still in my blue dot, but I had to use some of my weeklies. That's what they're there for. They're like a little bit of a cushion. Now, if I would have went 10 under, so if I would have had 13, they take 4 of those. They don't take the whole 13. They only take 4 of those, and they'll roll them over and they'll put them back onto your weeklies. So today I started off with 23 points. If I end up eating 31, then my weeklies are going to go down to 34. But if I eat 19, my weeklies are going to go up to 46. Hopefully that you understand. That's on the blue plan. I'm just talking about for myself. But, you know, I know it's confusing. I was very surprised when she asked how many people knew about the blue dot. There was a lot of hands that went up that didn't know what it was. I just thought that was common knowledge, but obviously I don't know that. But anyway, they're going to tell you the different steps. I'll leave a video of this at the end if you want to read it yourself. But the first thing they do is start exploring. At the top of the My Day, see how many blue dots you've gained this week. You can swipe it to the right, kind of like a dating app. to view previous weeks and pay attention to what you tracked on the days that you did or didn't earn a blue dot. What did you see? You need to be honest tracking on here. Nobody's going to see it but you unless you share it with people. So really be the most honest that you can be. Also, I found that for my week this week, the reason I think I lost so well is for Lent, I've given up eating in between meals, and so I don't snack anymore. I didn't realize how much I was snacking and not tracking, because I would, like I'd have a hard-boiled egg, or I'd have a cheese stick, or, I'd have another apple, or, some kind of pretzels. I have a nut jar that I'd go by and just grab a couple almonds. I mean, I wouldn't eat a whole quarter cup, I'd just eat a couple and I wouldn't pay attention to it. This week I didn't do that and I lost 4.6. So, and I'm not really like living on a high with that, because I have to really be really careful this week so I don't follow it up next week with a gain. Sometimes I get a little overconfident, and that's not going to happen anymore. In the bottom, then it tells you right down here, this little square, it said, notice the patterns. Tap the Wellness Wins icon and scroll to view your healthy days in a healthy eating zone. The arrow shows a snapshot of your entire month. How have things changed over time? Is what you're doing still working for you, or is it time to switch up? Okay, I didn't know too much about that myself, so there we go. And then the last thing they tell you is to get connected. Search the hashtag Blue Dot Challenge and on Connect for tips and tricks on staying in the healthy eating zone. You never know who will find inspiration from or who you'll inspire along the way. I have to be honest with you, I never go on the Connect. I don't know why, I just don't. But once again, it's right in there. So, and the recipe is for Instant Pot steel oats with maple labney. I'm not a fan of steel oats, so I will not be trying this. But I will leave it on the end of the video. I'll do a video of that, so if you want to screenshot it and try it yourself. So anyway, they told us, let's take the Blue Dot Challenge this week. The goal is to stay within your personalized, healthy goal as much as you can. Now, there are going to be days that you're going to go off. There's going to be days you're not going to get a blue dot. That doesn't mean that you have to give up. Just because you have one bad day, and it's not even a bad day, it's just a day you enjoyed yourself. Just know that tomorrow's a new day, and you can just start again, and you just need to do that. Always remember, if you bite it, you write it. Write it, track everything in your journal. I was really tracking everything this week, and that's when I really noticed that I didn't eat, like I said, what I was going to eat, but then I remembered I had given it up for Lent. So I didn't need to track it, but I do track all of my meals. I do write it down. And another thing to remember is snack it, track it, bite it, write it. Just kind of put those thoughts in your head that you're a little bit more aware of what you're eating. And when you go back, if you have a really good loss, you can go back and see what you did really well, which is what I plan on doing, because I want to see how well I did. I want to see what I did that was so much different, other than not snacking in between meals. And then it also, if you had a gain, you can go back and say, well, I didn't realize I overate that much on that particular day. Also remember your BLTs, your bites, licks, and tastes. I was aware of that too when I was cooking this week. Jim worked days this week, so I cooked a little bit more than I normally do for the both of us. And, a good chef always tastes as they're cooking, but, depends on how many tastes you're taking, how many bites you're taking, licking the spoon, things like that. You got to keep track of that stuff. If you're in the healthy eating zone, which is your blue dot, it's proof that you don't have to be perfect to be on track. So, you get 23 points and you go, I get 23 points. If I get 31, I've gone a little bit over because I've gone 8 points over. 23 would be a perfect day. But, sometimes you want that extra piece of cake, you want that extra scoop of potatoes, you just want something. Every day you can do it. If you can know if you're going to have a party or something that you're going to go to, try to save some of your rollovers. Eat a little bit lighter on a couple days. Don't starve yourself. The one thing you do not want to do on this program is starve yourself. They offer you so many different types of food choices. There is not a reason in the world that you should starve yourself, because it's just not possible. It shouldn't be possible. It really shouldn't, because there's so many healthy foods for you to choose from. Spark a new inspiration and motivation for yourself. Maybe you need to try a new recipe, try a new exercise, something that you haven't done in the past. I tried a new recipe this week. I made Alice's spring chicken. It was delicious. And I do plan on making it again. It really was good. And I am looking for new recipes to try and try to drag Jim along with me on this journey because he's not really into it too much. But he did like the chicken, and he didn't even realize that it was a Weight Watcher meal. And challenge yourself to be having habits that are forming right now, because I have a habit now. Well, I've had this habit, but I don't walk in the winter because of ice and stuff. I'm afraid I'm going to fall. But my habit is when I get up in the morning, before I do anything, make any plans for the day, I go for my walk. I go for a 2-mile walk every morning. And it just sets your day on a good pattern. It really does. And when the weather is bad, I find that I tend to overeat a little bit more because I haven't had that inspiration of walking and knowing that I want the dedication of losing weight that day. And personal challenges can bring out determination and power you never knew you had. Sometimes when I'm walking, I think I'm just going to walk like an extra. I just walk in my subdivision. I don't live near a mall, so I can't walk at the mall. And there's just really not too many places around here. There's like in the winter, there's a trail that's not too far from my house, but they don't clean it off in the winter, so it gets pretty snowed in. And then the only way they keep the tracks clean at the high school, which is about 5 miles from my house, is when they're going to have a meet. They don't clean them otherwise. And so it does make it a little bit more difficult. So I walk in my subdivision, and so sometimes I try to walk a couple houses farther. Another thing where I challenge myself is I listen to my music with my earbuds, and a song will come on, and I'll pick a focus point in the destination of where I'm going, and pretend like I'm in a race with myself and try to get to that particular place before the end of the song. Sometimes I've surpassed it. I didn't choose wisely. I picked something too short. Or sometimes I pick something and I realize I got to pick up my pace a little bit just so I can make it to the end. But I love a personal challenge. I really do. But also remember, you want to set a specific, realistic goal. I am never going to say that I'm going to run a 5K. I'm not going to run a 5K. That is not a realistic goal for me. Now, I could probably walk a 5K. That would be a realistic goal for me. But, try to do it that way. Don't say, like, I'm going to swim 25 laps when you can only swim 10. Set a realistic goal. And also ask yourself, what steps do I need to take to get myself to eat more healthy, into a healthier zone? And I need to be a little bit flexible with it because, like I said, every day is not going to be the same. Thank goodness. Nobody would you really want like a Groundhog Day where every day is the same? No, you want a little bit of flexibility in your life. You want a little bit of change. And I think that helps you stay on track. Same with your food. You don't want to constantly eat the same food, says the person that eats the same breakfast basically every day. But I am trying to switch that up just a little bit. Always have positive reinforcements. If you're around people that are really going to keep you from staying on this plan, like if you're going to go out to eat and they're always going to say, oh, you don't need to do that, get this, get that, this is only one meal, that's true, it is only one meal. But if these friends are really doing that just to kind of keep you from reaching your goal, because people are jealous, it's just a human nature, sometimes you're jealous, and if you're doing really well on your program and they're not losing weight at all, they might try to, not meaning to be hateful or mean or anything, but just thinking, well, so try to hang around people that are going to, give you positive attitudes. And like I said, set milestones for your goals. Mine are 5 pounds. I've decided this year 5 pounds that I'm going to reward myself. And like I told you, I bought the sweatshirt and I bought the shoes. Spent a little bit of money, but I haven't bought shoes in a long time. I didn't realize how expensive they are. But my kids could go crazy on me because I have clothes for like 30 years that I keep wearing. Unfortunately, what I used to do when I was losing weight before, because I've been on Weight Watchers more than once. This is not my first rodeo. This is not even my 4th rodeo with Weight Watchers. I've been here quite a few times. But this is the last time I'm going to be going and rejoining. I'm not going to be rejoining again because I'm going to stick with it to the end. But I always, when I was losing weight before, always kept my larger clothes just in case, you know, I went off a little bit and I needed that little bit of cushion because I didn't want to go buy new clothes. No, this time as I got, well, I shouldn't, well, you know what, my bigger sweatshirts I'm going to get rid of. I promise you that. But this time, like my jeans and things like that, out the door. I didn't keep any, and I have one pair of athletic pair of stretch pants that I wear to my meetings because those are what I weighed in. But I got rid of all of my elastic band pants because they give you a little bit of freedom that I didn't really need to have anymore. But as long as you're following that, you're going to eat healthier, you're going to feel better, and you're going to have a feeling of accomplishment, like, you know what, I did it. I know I did it. So think of yourself as working harder than you thought you could, and you lost weight by taking a step to a healthier you. So let's all take the Blue Dot Challenge this week, and let's all have another loss next week. And I know I plan on doing that. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it, and leave me a comment. Let me know how you did this week, what your plans are to get into the Blue Dot, and just remember, always believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one's going to believe in you. You need to prove to yourself, and then everybody else will follow. They'll realize she means business. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next Saturday on my meeting highlights, or I'll see you on my daily vlog. Okay, this week we're going to take the Blue Dot Challenge and continue on with our winning streak of losing weight. This is going to give you a little guideline of what you're supposed to use to do it. And the recipe is for Instant Pot Steel Coat Oats with maple labneh, I guess. I do not like steel cut oats, so I definitely will not be trying this recipe, but if you try it and you like it, let me know.